Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope y'all doing well. I am just so proud right now. I just got done with my proposal, so I'm officially engaged. Thank you. And I guess in addition to feeling proud, I'm kind of relieved that I got that out of the way because I was super nervous. I don't know if you can tell, like when I'm on a camera, maybe I'm not my anxiety, my nervousness doesn't show through, but the proposal itself, because it was in such a public area, I mean, I felt the butterflies in my stomach. But let me say this. My original idea was to have it done at a restaurant. So I would first condition her to getting used to the camera going around. So I would just video wherever I went. So it wouldn't seem out of place because I wanted to have that element of surprise for her because I think that would be I thought that would be very special, and I think it is, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen like I planned. So my original plan was to do it at a restaurant. Have again, she's already conditioned to the camera, so it's not out of place. I would pretend to have to use the bathroom. I would go to the bathroom, and in the bathroom, I would enlist the help of a stranger. The stranger would sit down at our table and start asking us personal relationship questions. How long you been together? Um, do you have you met each other's families? What are your ages? And then finally, they would ask the key question. It would be the one that would be my cue to asking her to marry me, and that would be, have you guys thought about marriage? But so all that pretty much played out like how I imagined, except the setting. The setting was not at a restaurant. So we were, or I was, it was during my first week. Well, actually, it's okay. So let me start over. So it had been a week since I landed in Vietnam, and we were on our way from Da Nang, our hometown, to Saigon. And at the airport, we we bumped, it just happenstance. We bumped into this super friendly, cordial Australian couple. I forgot the wife's name. Just remember the husband's name because he was the one who helped us with the proposal. His name was Russell, and I have a picture of him. So because we got along so well, and our exchanges, our conversations were so nice and pleasant, I whispered over to him. I asked Russell to help me with the proposal, and I asked if he could start asking personal relationship questions to us and have hold up the camera. But before that, I was just recording around the airport just to kind of create a divergence, so um, she doesn't get a feel or a sense of what's happening, and just have that element of surprise for her. So that's what happened leading up to what you're about to see right now.
Okay, yeah. Is she...
Hey, baby.
Okay, one minute. Great. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and have you been across to America yet, or?
Yeah, in the future.
Yeah, of course. Baby.
A year?
Yeah, can you hold this first?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the moment when I explain why there's a camera in her face. So unfortunately, up to this point, I had not conditioned her enough to get comfortable around the camera. I didn't want her to be suspicious of why there's a camera in her face. So just something along the lines of just documenting this moment so I can randomly possibly use it for one of my future YouTube videos.
So,
Yeah, I just want to have a video memory a video documentation of us at the airport. This is our first trip together.
Oh, great.
Out of Hoi An, because we've only been in Hoi
Yeah.
An, and so this is her first time
Yeah.
traveling together.
Travel together?
Yeah.
Nice,
But
nice.
still in Vietnam.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah. And so,
This is the first time we come to Saigon.
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
great,
she's going.
great.
It's going to be her first time. It'll be my
Yeah.
my third time.
Yeah, great.
so-
That's a nice, busy city.
Yeah, we see it and
Yeah.
enjoy time together.
Yeah,
Right.
nice. And
I
so,
wouldn't spend it with anybody else. Yeah.
we were saying, whoop, did it turn
Yeah,
on?
it's
Still
recording,
going? Still
yeah.
going? Yeah. Maybe kids in the future, you think?
What a coincidence that he asked about kids, because we had the day prior discussed this very question, and we seem to be in complete agreement, even with Russell, the videographer, about the number of kids to have. Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many?
Two.
Two.
So just-
Two's a good
just-
number.
Yeah.
It's
Two's enough.
it's a nice even number.
Yeah, and it's easy. You can take
You're-
one each. You don't need
You're
too big a
replacing- yeah, you're
car.
replacing yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that sounds nice.
And nice to meet you too. And your family.
Lovely family.
Yeah, thank you.
The
Yeah.
most adorable boys.
Yeah, sometimes. Can be very cute.
If only he were more cooperative.
That's right. Yeah.
I would give him a higher grade.
Doesn't always listen,
Right,
but yeah.
right.
So maybe, do you reckon you're married sometime?
So I was expecting Russell to go through a few more questions before he finally got to the marriage question, but it's spontaneous, it's happening live, so you kind of just have to go with the flow. So he already brought up that question, so I didn't have a choice. I just had to do it right then and there. But in my mind, I was hoping that he would ask a few more questions just to get the conversation flowing a little bit more before I actually did the the actual proposal.
What?
What do you think? Never thought of marriage?
Yeah, until now I see him
Yeah.
perfect.
Not expecting her to respond to that question the way she did. She said I was perfect, and I remember listening to a philosophy video on YouTube. They said if somebody thinks you're perfect, then they are mad. They're crazy. But just listening to those words coming out of her mouth, though, it really improved my confidence. Though it just made it easy for me, because I kind of had a strong feeling at that point she would say yes. So the nervousness for me comes from not being certain, like whether she would say yes or whether she would say, there's a very good chance I might say yes later on, but right now it's still up in the air. I'm still undecided. So because she said, I think he's perfect. So I was like, yeah, you know what? She's probably going to say yes. So let me just go and do it confidently.
Yeah, you have to wait for that.
Yes.
I'm very enjoyed with him.
Yeah, well, that's lovely.
If I continue together like this, I will be married.
Yeah.
All right. So if you weren't able to hear what she said, if we continue like this, I will marry him. So I guess she already had in her mind the idea of marriage, but I don't think she expected it to be so soon and in such a public place like that.
Okay, yeah. It continues to be nice.
So rewatching the video, this is the part that I kind of regret. I hate living with regret, but if there's anything I regret about this proposal, it's this part here. I should have gotten her to stand up and then say the lines to her that I really, when I first met her, didn't think that it'll become anything, would come to fruition, but then after everything that we've gone through, she's melted my heart, and I just gotta have her in my life. But I really wish that I had stood her up so that, we could be more just stand out. But I didn't do that. But they say, hindsight is 2020. you know, you gotta live with it. And you know, I mean, it's still, I mean, I still think it's better to have it done that way than not have it done at all. But if I could choose to change anything, I would have stood her up.
The first time I met her was online, and I really seriously didn't think it would last. But just after every sweet lullaby she sang me, and all the sweet kisses on the phone, and the text messages, and just the exchanging of ideas and stories. And right now, my feelings, I cannot, baby, I cannot go on without you. So I need you. Yeah, so I was wondering if you'd make my dreams come true, and will you marry me?
You know that she was not expecting me to propose right then and there, because I had to ask twice, will you marry me? And she was just frozen. And then I had to ask again, will you marry me? And that's when she said, yes, yes.
Babe, will you marry me? Yes.
Yes?
Yes?
Okay, I love you.
I love you.
Do I understand?
No, that's fine.
Maybe
Does
so.
it fit? Does it fit? I had to size it using her sister's finger. Yeah.
Maybe so nice,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes, please.
Thank you so much,
I said yes.
Russell.
I say yes. I love you.
Okay.
baby. Yeah.
Thank you, Russell.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
I wasn't sure
Now-
we were about to start voting.
I was like, wow, this is a perfect opportunity. I've been nervous this whole time.
Of course.
Because I want to get it out of the way so I can enjoy my
How did you get the
vacation.
ring through security without her seeing?